Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a favorites video. So these are just some things that I've been really enjoying over the past few months, and I love watching these types of videos because I love hearing about the things that are bringing people joy in their life, or maybe they're finding really useful. I found some great products over the years by watching these types of videos. So occasionally I like to film one of these when I have, enough products or things that I've been enjoying. So these are things that I've loved over the last couple months. There's some household stuff. There's a cookbook, couple food items. So let's just get into it. If you're new to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe and stick around. My name's Chelsea, and yeah, let's go. So the first thing I'm going to talk about are these AirPod Pro AirPods. I have always not been able to wear AirPods because they fall out of my ears. I don't know if my ears are like really weird shaped, but when I saw that the AirPod Pros had these little like squishy things on the end, I thought, okay, I'm going to give those a try. And I just love them so much because they're so compact. They're wireless, obviously, so you don't have any cords hanging down. And they're really great at noise canceling. If I have both of my AirPods in and I'm watching something on my phone or listening to a podcast or something, I can't hear my kids. So like they can be hollering and running around the house, and it drowns them out just enough to where I can really listen, like focus on what I'm listening to. So I really love these. And if you have never, sprung on a pair of AirPods before because of the fact that they won't fit in your ears or stay in your ears, then these ones totally work for me. And if something ever happens to these, I'll definitely be repurchasing them. And somebody actually, who was I watching recently? They said that they lost an AirPod, and that you can order just one, like if you lose one, so you don't have to replace both of them, which is good. Because sometimes I find that like I'll just have one in if I have to be, like paying attention to what's going on around me. I'll just have one in, and then if I set that down somewhere instead of putting it back in the case, I could see where potentially you could misplace one. So, love the AirPods. The next thing, let's see, what do I want to talk about? These from Trader Joe's. So, these are the peanut butter caramel coated popcorn. And I don't know if this is a year-round product. I feel like I just bought this package a couple weeks ago. So, I hope this doesn't go out with the fall, but these are so good. If you love peanut butter, you will love these. And yeah, they're just, I don't know, they're such a nice treat. If you have a sweet tooth or if you need something sweet, just like a little handful of these, hit the spot. So good. Give these a try if you're a peanut butter fan. I bought them at the beginning of the summer, and we went through a couple packages over the summer, and then I saw them again a couple weeks ago when I was there, and I grabbed another one to stick in the pantry. Sparkling water. So I drink a lot of sparkling water. I've tried so many different brands, and I've really been loving just the plain polar seltzer water. Like no essence of anything, no whatever, just plain sparkling water. And it's just crisp and refreshing, and specifically this Polar brand I've really liked. You can get it at Walmart. I mostly find it at Target. I find that Walmart is hit and miss. It seems like it's out of stock at my local Walmart pretty regularly. So I've had better luck finding it at Target, but it's just, yeah, it's great sparkling water. If you've never tried that brand and you're a sparkling water fan, I definitely recommend it. A couple makeup-y products. So this Hot Mama blush by the Balm. I had like a sample size of this many years ago, and then I don't even remember where I got this full size. Maybe in like an advent calendar or something. It's just such a pretty corally color for this. It really any time of year, but especially like the spring and summer. And there's just a really pretty like sheen that shows up on your cheeks when you wear this. So I've been really loving this blush, specifically this summer. I've worn it pretty much every day. It's been my go-to blush. Okay, another Trader Joe's product, and I thought I had saved, darn it. I thought I had the other product that was like a dupe for this. So this is the Trader Joe's Brazil Nut Body Butter. It says made with acai and guarana extracts. Anyway, it smells a lot like the Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Cream. Some people say it's like an exact dupe, and I would agree it smells very close to the product. It's definitely not as in-your-face strong, but it smells very similar. So if you love that Sol de Janeiro scent, definitely give this one a try. It has a similar consistency too. Like for the Trader Joe's body butter, the pumpkin one or the coconut one, I feel like the consistency of those ones is thicker. I haven't used those ones in a couple of years, but I just remember it being a lot thicker, whereas this one is creamier. And the texture of it reminds me a lot of that Sol de Janeiro cream. So yeah, if you like that Sol de Janeiro, give this one a sniff. I think it's gone for the season now, so I hate to talk about it, but hopefully they'll bring that back next spring or summer. It smells so good. Okay. Another thing is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Crush Cheirosa 40. This spray. It's black, amber, plum, and vanilla woods. This is so good. I have several of these Sol de Janeiro sprays in the different scents. I think I have 3 others, but this is definitely my favorite. And I had smelled the body cream, I don't know, when this came out, a couple of years ago, and just kind of thought like, oh, it smells good, but wasn't really into it. But then for whatever reason, about 6 months ago, when I smelled the spray, I like it so much. So this is a really nice, feminine, not too like sweet, juvenile type scent, but really more like sweet and not mature, but definitely like a middle-aged woman can wear this. So it smells great. I love it. And I just dropped the basket. Okay. A couple household things. I'm going to talk about this cookbook first. So this is by Half Baked Harvest. So I don't know her name, but she's on Instagram, and she has some of her cookbooks at Costco, and I just happened to pick this one up. I'd seen her Instagram account and like thought her recipes looked great, but this cookbook is so good. I went through and I flagged everything that I want to cook. I'll show you just a couple of these recipes. So mushroom cheesesteaks. So it's like mushroom cheesesteak sandwiches. What else? Spinach and artichoke mac and cheese bake. How good does that look? Let's see. Balsamic peach and brie tart. I love peaches, especially this time of year when they're just like fully in season and delicious. The peaches and nectarines at Trader Joe's right now, oh, they're so good. If you have a Trader Joe's near you, get it. Blue cheese bites. So yummy. What else? The bread. I made some of her bread. She had a bread recipe in here last weekend. It's so good. Blueberry lemon pull apart bread. I didn't make that. The bread I made was just like a basic bread in a Dutch oven. But anyway, so many good recipes in here that I want to try. I'm blurry now. Let's see if it'll focus on me. But Half Baked Harvest, check her out at the very least on Instagram. And then if you have a Costco membership, go to Costco and see if you can see any of these cookbooks. This one is the super simple. I'm sure they have it on Amazon as well. So great cookbook. Okay. Couple household things. Weird, I know. This is distilled white vinegar. So I know I've heard people say this before about using vinegar in your laundry, but I never have. And then we had some really stinky towels like that had gotten left in the washer for a week or something, and then we needed to rewash them. And I thought, oh gosh, I should try the Vinegar Trick. It like your clothes or your towels or whatever you're using it on does not smell like vinegar when it's done, but it smells super clean, like even cleaner than if you didn't use the vinegar. So I use my Tide Pods or Gain or whatever, Kirkland, whatever pods I'm using, and then I put probably like, I don't know, a half a cup of this in the little drawer, and it just intensifies the scent of the laundry detergent. And I don't know, I just love it so much. So if you've never tried vinegar in your laundry before, I definitely recommend it. I may have talked about this already on favorites, but I still just really love this. It's the Tide spray. I've gone through a couple of these bottles, and it says it kills 99.9% of bacteria, but it's a fabric spray. So I use it on our mattresses. So like when I do laundry, I'll go through and I'll just spray the mattress down with this, and the kids' mattresses. And then I've sprayed it on like backpacks before, or in bags and suitcases, just like anything that I want to smell fresh. And I love the smell of Tide. So yeah, this is really great. You can get it at any like grocery store, or Target, Walmart, anything like that, Amazon. It's a great spray. And then a couple podcasts, or a podcast that I wanted to talk about. So Back to the Beach. If you ever watched Laguna Beach, so Kristen Cavallari and Stephen Coletti have a podcast now where they watch the episode and then they talk about it, and they kind of give you a lot of the behind the scenes thoughts on that episode, and like the filming of it and what was really going on and that kind of thing. It's been just so entertaining for me to listen to, because I remember watching that show when I was in freshman, sophomore in college, and then of course The Hills, and then The City. Lauren had the spinoff of The Hills, and then Whitney Port in The City. So anyway, so I started listening to that podcast. I've been loving it. And I thought, gosh, I want to rewatch those episodes. Well, I couldn't find them anywhere for free. I would have had to buy the episode. And then I looked on YouTube, and Whitney Port and her husband have a YouTube channel. And one of the things that they do is react videos. So they'll go back and watch episodes of like The City, for example, or The Hills, and then they react to it. And they did it with Laguna Beach too. So I'll listen to the podcast for the week, and then I'll go watch the react video with Whitney Port and her husband. So I get to see the episode that way, but then also get to hear their commentary on it. And they're so funny. And I usually watch that in the morning, like when I'm on the elliptical. So it makes the time go by really fast, and it's really entertaining. So I've just been loving that. So if you were ever a Laguna Beach fan or a Hills fan, or if you just love Kristen Cavallari today because she has jewelry and cookbooks and all of that, then I think you would get a kick out of the podcast. It's been really entertaining. Obviously not something to listen to probably around your children, but it's really good. I love listening to it in the car, like when I'm driving to get my kids from school, or driving to run errands or whatever. It's been great. So those are my favorites. Tell me what you've been loving lately. And again, if you're new, I would love to have you subscribe and stick around. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.